On the 25th of May, Saturn enters Aries. Now, this is a really big deal, and I've taught a masterclass on this. So if you want to visit my YouTube channel, there's a masterclass sitting there with lots of information about Saturn and Aries and what we can expect from this transit. Now, as we know, Neptune is already in Aries. So Neptune's already moved from that final sign of the zodiac, Pisces, into the first sign of the zodiac, Aries. And this is a massive, massive shift. It's been 160 odd years before since Neptune's done it. And when Saturn moves into Aries on the 25th of May, it'll be around about 30 years since he was last in that energy. So if you look back to what was going on in your life between around about June 1996 and August 1999, that's the last time we had Saturn in Aries. So whatever went on for you in your life then can be repeated at this time, where you're given another chance to do something better this time, or to do it because you might have ignored it last time. But what's really important with Saturn and Aries is it's really teaching us all about our own sense of self-worth and self-belief. We're all being asked to be who we truly are, to be authentic, and really to align who we are on the inside with what we want to create and be on the outside. And for a lot of us, we're doing things, we're going through life and we're playing a game, or we're dancing to somebody else's drum beat, or we're following somebody else's dream. We're not going after what we truly want within ourselves. And that could be because of a lack of confidence, a lack of money, a lack of opportunity, whatever it might be. No excuses. That the challenge now is that you must go after what is important to you, and not in a selfish, it's all about me and I have to have my own way kind of a way, but more in that way is that you are important and you've got something of value within you that needs to see the light of day. So don't be afraid to go after what you want. Saturn in Aries is going to really challenge this. And whenever Saturn moves through any sign of the zodiac, he brings restriction to that sign. So as Aries is often a very flamboyant, outgoing, headstrong, spontaneous energy, that will feel a little bit more limited. So it can kind of feel like you've got a bit of a handbrake thing going on, where you've got all of this energy and you know what you want to get off the ground, and Aries just wants to run after everything and go for it, and accept any challenge that's given to it. But when Saturn's involved, he's going to restrict that. And he does that so that you make sure that whatever you're going after, whatever you're trying to do, that you've done your due diligence, that you know exactly what you're doing. You've crossed all the T's, you've dotted all the I's, got all the background information, everything you need to, you've done all of that stuff so that it's going to be successful when it gets off the ground. So just use this time, if it feels like to you over the next 3 years, but it'll build up and come and go in intensity. So as it starts to build up, just be aware, if you're trying to get something off the ground and you keep hitting a brick wall, there's two reasons for it. One, it's the wrong time, or two, you haven't looked into everything in the background that needs to be in place for this to actually work and be successful. So don't feel frustrated by it, don't feel annoyed by it. Just take a step back and look at what you need to look at a bit more in depth, or what you may have missed, and have a look at that. So, with Saturn and Aries, it's a major change. It's a real reset button that's been pushed, where we're all stepping into a whole new way forward. And it's going to be a very challenging transit, but one that's really designed to give each of us a lot more self-belief, a lot more self-worth, and a lot more confidence to do what we know is best for ourselves. So we've come out of all of this age of illusion with this Pisces energy, where we really gave our energy away. We dabbled with things, we tried things spiritually, and worked on ourselves, did all of that, but it was all sort of a little bit, let's give this a go, let's dip our toe in the water, but we didn't really commit to anything. So Saturn in Aries gives us the ability to commit to and create structure in what we want to create, especially on a spiritual or metaphysical or creative path. It allows you to have that structure, that discipline that you may have lacked before, because that's the thing that Saturn loves the most, is discipline, hard work, and focus. So if you can give him that, and when he's asking for this in Aries, it's about focusing on yourself, what you want to do, and what you have to offer in every way possible. So Saturn's always challenging. He's the taskmaster. Wherever he moves through our charts, there's always going to be a challenge. But he's also the planet that brings us our greatest rewards. And all he asks is that you do the work. So head down, bum up for the next 3 years, and get your ideas, get your dreams, get your things happening that you've been working on. All of those things that have been in the back of your mind that you've been dying to put some energy into or get off the ground. Now is the time to start working out what structure, what foundations do I need to have in place so that this can really work for me and be the success that I want it to be. So good luck with this transit. I'll be back to talk to you again soon. Bye.